Okay, so first thing you need to do is, of course, get the computer to where you can reach your hands inside there and move around. You're going to want to unplug it from the wall and make sure that you're grounded out and move your cables out of the way. They're not that fragile. They actually are connected quite tightly. As you can see, it takes quite a bit of pressure to get that off of there, and you can see how that it's got a notch right there. Keep you from plugging it back in incorrectly. Just push them to the side. This is the floppy disk drive. Of course, I don't have a floppy on this thing, so just get all your cables out of the way as best you can. These little white tabs right here are what hold the memory into place, and they go back and forth. So to release the memory chip, simply push down on the white tab, and you'll feel it as you're pushing down. It'll release the memory, and it pops right out. Get your replacement memory chip here. Again, you have a notch in the memory chip. There's also a notch in the board to keep you from going the wrong direction. So just try and line up your notch, and then the memory slides into these grooves right here. Okay, and you slide into the groove, you apply pressure on the one end, locks into place. Pressure on the other end, lock it right in. Get your next memory chip, do the same thing. Slides into place. Push down on each end to lock it into place. You can see the board flexing quite a bit as you push down on it. It does that by design. So let's see. IDE cables, give them a nice little push once you've got the memory back in there. Make sure they didn't come unplugged. And your peripherals, because we've been pushing on the board, just kind of give them a push down too. If they just connect like this, simply notch out right here, notch in the board. So, and then your power cable, that's in there pretty firm. That's not going anywhere either. There's a notch right back behind here you can't see. It holds that firmly into place. And then back behind each one of your drives also has a power cable right here. And those are really firm. Usually it takes quite a bit of pressure to pull on those, so you might just push on the back of each one to make sure that's still connected. The IDE cable on the floppy drive. And that's pretty much it. You're going to have some wires that run out and connect down to one of the corners here. This is the power cable, power LED, hard drive LED. Try not pull any of those out. If you do, it's not that terrible. But yeah, that's probably the part that'd be the most difficult to try and figure out how to put the cable back into. So, but you want to move everything again. So the memory chips just are held in by these white tabs that slide out or slide back. Releases the memory chip. Just comes right out. It shouldn't make a difference what memory slot you put your memory into. Alright, well, I hope that helps.